Welcome back everybody to another video, and today we will be playing Clone Giant Skeleton Barrel, all these swarm cards, the clone deck that I've been using for my clips. Now, I did try to get him with a clone at first, but that's fine. Now he knows I'm a clone, he's gonna probably be a little bit more careful, but that's totally okay because you are going to see some crazy clone clips in Double Elixir. So make sure to tune around for that. Now I do want to appreciate all you guys for your support on the clone montage, and I definitely want to do more of that. So my main account, I'll probably be maining clone, which is very interesting. Now I also spent a lot of gems to upgrade all of these cards to level 15 so that I can play them in ranked. Now with this new season coming out, I just wanted to climb a little bit with it because it's very fun and interesting. Like it's a fun deck, but it's also like somewhat competitive. Like I think it does very well against certain decks, and also has the surprise factor that most people do not expect. Now this skeleton army here should help clean up everything, and he has an arrows, but guess what? I have a mirror. He did not expect that, so yeah, he's not happy about that. And then I'm gonna clone right here, see what he's gonna do. So the demolish is already going off, and look at that, I just got a lot of damage. And then the death damage also connects, and we get rid of the evil wizard. So now I'm going to drop a skeleton barrel over here. He used up all the responses, so I don't think he can do anything about this. And with that, we take his tower. So yeah, very nice first game. And most of my games are like this. Like I'm actually having a lot of fun. Like clone is a really nice deck. So he's still playing. He uses a Mega Knight. He should have used that earlier because he had an Evo on it. So I'm just gonna cycle in a John Skeleton, and I'm gonna use the mirror on the other side. So maybe I can start. He has a mirror as well. What a Chad. So yeah, the bats is gonna really help clean. Use the skeleton army here to deflect the mini P.E.K.K.A. Now this should clean up. And look at the right side. My skeleton is going up there, and I'm gonna have a double skeleton barrel, and then we're gonna end up with a clone, and he can't do anything about this, and this is going to be a 3.5 crowns. Look at that. It's a wonderful first game. Yeah, honestly spectacular. So yeah, moving on to the next game over here, we are playing against Dagger Duchess. So Dagger Duchess is also very interesting because I just need a John Skeleton to tank for all the daggers, and then everything else is actually going to be very tough for him to deal with unless he has splash cards. Now Firecracker is going to be very good against clone because everything that is clone has only 1 HP, so the Firecracker, like small shots can just instantly kill all my clone cards. Now he also has a Inferno Tower, good for him. It's going to be a little bit hard to deal with, but once again in Double Elixir I'm going to have a good push to go, and we are going to break through and smash him. So cycle the Demolisher in the back and see what he is going to play. Now I should also cycle the Zap a little bit. He uses a wizard, so I'm gonna cycle my Zap. The evil Zap is pretty good, so definitely gonna use that. Okay, free guards, and then yeah, the death damage is really nice. Does a lot of damage actually, and the wizard is cleaned up basically. Now gonna use cycle the bats here, see what it's gonna do. I was considering doing something cheeky like using the mirrored Skelly Barrel and cloning it, but I don't want to be too aggressive since I don't really know his deck yet. He also has arrows, so that would have a good play. Now, this is especially about this deck. Like, I'm totally okay with him taking like 500 damage with like some push, like the Rammer connecting. I don't really mind. As long as I have my tower, once I get to his tower, I can basically instantly pop it. So that is the beauty of this deck. It's like a beatdown deck, but like so much more fun. I'm going to put a Mirror Giant Skeleton here since the big one's going to die, so I'm going to need another one to help tank. So I feel like the clone is actually very necessary in here, because otherwise, if I lose my tank, then I'm kind of cooked. So this is a very nice opportunity to push, actually. Since he spent a lot of elixir, and I also have the Zap, so I'm going to use a big clone here. And I don't think we need to use the Zap, but look at that, he can't defend this, and he messed up the arrow timing. There's just too many things on his screen. Like, look at that, everything just blew up. And look at how many skeletons are left over. Like, this is crazy. So, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, he thought he was getting a push going on. A Mega Knight, a wizard and whatever. But then I'm just building up my counter push. And then the clone comes out and he's cooked. So very, very nice here. Now he uses Mega Knight. I don't really care. I'm gonna go in for another one just for the content. I'm gonna clone here, and everything's on the bat, so sucks for him. Gonna use this to distract the Mega Knight, and look at that. He uses the arrows. The arrows is the saving grace for him because it gets rid of all the stuff that's cloned. But just look at this, right? Like the skeleton army is just popping off. He uses the Ram Rider, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm just gonna clone him right in his face over here. And that is the second game. Wonderful. So moving on to the next game over here. We are playing against RG. So Royal Giant is always a problem matchup. And like it's just very strong in the meta. So we're gonna see how we can do here. Now, this game is gonna drag a little bit, but I did find some super cool interaction with the clone. So I did want to show it over here. Now the Giant Skeleton, now he uses the RG over here. I'm gonna use the Skeleton army. And he's gonna bar barrel, so that's unfortunate for us. Gonna have to commit the bats. I'm also gonna zap to cycle it, and also so we don't take an extra shot. Now use my skeleton barrel here since he does not have the bar barrel in hand. And let's see what he's gonna do. So he uses the ghost, and we're gonna get a lot of good damage over here. So yeah, this is just a solid deck for him to play. And he's already back to another RG, which I don't know what this was. I'll be honest, I thought I put on Demolisher down there, but it's the Giant Skeleton. So they're gonna take a little bit of shots, but that's okay. Because look at what's coming up. He ends up putting down a Fisherman. And I'm like, why not just clone for the heck of it? But then turns out, the clone, it stops it from being hooked. So that's crazy. Because now, the Giant Skeleton just goes to the tower. And now, the bomb is just gonna set off. So that was a super good interaction for us. Like, I never knew that was a thing. So look at that. Just like that, like we're up like 1,000 damage and we're back in the game. So yeah, that was very interesting. But now that he knows I have clone, I don't think I'm gonna break through anymore. Like this guy is a very solid play. Like he knows what he's doing. Like he's just using RGs, right? Because he knows I don't have a tower. So it's gonna be a struggle for me to deal with this. So I'm gonna go in. And yeah, the Hunter is also another issue because each pellet also cleans up a lot of things. Yeah, and the E-Spirit is also gonna be an issue. I'm just putting cards down and using the clone. So I don't know where I'm gonna get with this, but yeah, he used the fire, but he panicked. But I can't really do much because he's probably already back to another RG. It's gonna be very, very hard for me to deal with this. So I just had to use double Goblin Demolishers, and I can't use that because of the Hunter. So Goblin Demolishers got rid of the Hunter. Now I'm gonna use a Bats, and let's see if we can clutch it up in the next 30 seconds. So look at that, I had 3 Goblin Demolishers on the board. And yeah, this is gonna be very, very tough. So I'm gonna need something magical to go through. So here's another. I was so set on getting multiple Goblin Demolishers. So he finally uses that. Now I don't know what I can do. I'm just gonna clone here because it's a fat clone. Now obviously I'm praying that something could happen. Look at this, Goblin Demolisher on the tower, but then turns out he won with just 21 HP. Like, I don't know, maybe kind of won that, but I mean, well played by him. And honestly, I had a lot of fun, so I don't really mind losing. But yeah, honestly, very, very fun deck. So you guys should probably try this out if you guys can too. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you have any suggestions, please comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.